Hey, I'm Aaron Rowe and I'm here chatting with Milky. I suppose I just wanted to give people an introduction into who I was. I've been playing music a long time and was sitting on two of the songs for years before deciding to piece the whole thing together. And I just wanted to kind of showcase what kind of music I was into writing and what I listened to and I suppose my background and who I was. I wanted to just tell the story of me up until that point. Well, Hey Ma is still my favourite song to play, and it's still a song that if it came on, I would happily listen to it. And I'm not really a fan of listening to my own music, but I'm still a fan of that song, so it's going to be that one. Most of the time, it's always different how you write a song. I always like to write about stories that people tell me or conversations that I've had with people and trying to step into other people's kind of shows and write from their perspectives. That always helps. Yeah, like Please Don't Hate Me came from a few different things. I suppose I just wanted to capture that feeling of the kind of feeling you get when you're feeling like a bit of a prick. I've never really been a big fan of getting into what songs are about. My favourite songs to listen to are always the ones where I could listen 100 times and I still can't fully figure out what it is about. I think Please Don't Hate Me if you listen to it, I think it is pretty self-explanatory, but at the same time, I still want people to take their own thing from every song because I think that's the magic of a song. And when I think explaining to someone what exactly a song is about, it takes away the listener's kind of ability to run with it themselves. I just try to be honest in all my songwriting and just write about real things. I try not to sugarcoat things and create balance within songs. I just try to write about what's real, and if I strike that balance, that's great, but if not, that's just what I need to do to get to the end of the song. Well, last time I came to Australia, I didn't do a whole lot of sightseeing. I was hungover a lot of it, so this time I've been running and going to the beach and actually going and seeing the place. So I feel like I'm actually coming to Australia for the first time this time around. The biggest crowds I've played to have been in Australia, and they're mad. But I mean, in the best way, like mad in a way that feels very familiar. Like they're remind me a lot of people in Ireland. I just love playing here. I love the crowds here. Just getting to play the songs in front of people. Kind of switched off from gigging for a while while I was working on the music. So being able to get out there and play them in front of people has been definitely the biggest takeaway. I feel like I'm most comfortable when I'm on stage. Hopefully people just get a vibe that, I don't know, you just go and play songs and talk to them and make jokes, like, do you know what I mean? I really kind of took to soul music and Motown and weirdly like funk music, and like when I kind of first got into music, and like people like Chic, like Stevie Wonder, really got into like Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin, James Brown when I was younger. Then as I kind of grew up, I started really getting into like Irish music as well, and I felt like I learned how to sing from playing all that soul music, but I learned who I was like as a songwriter and as a player from the Irish music and the folk music. I was playing in pubs, like doing covers for such a long time that I was kind of doing everything and like all sorts of genres. So yeah, I don't really have any like favorite bands or favorite artists, but yeah, just music in general is what inspires me. I wouldn't mind doing something with the Dubliners, but there's only one of them left, so I don't know if that would work out. Probably I'd say White Ladder, David Gray, just because I listened to it non-stop for like 8 years, every day of my life, because it was pretty much the only CD we had Um, so yeah, White Ladder. I want to say Interstellar, but the soundtrack for that was probably one of the best soundtracks of all time. So maybe like a movie about Dublin or something, something that I would understand and maybe have the right context for, you know. Nothing really. It's kind of the only time that my mind goes blank. I just kind of get up there and think about how everybody else is feeling. It's it's definitely the place where I feel most quiet up here. I think I learned talking about a revolution, Tracy Chapman, like really early when I was playing the guitar. Love playing that. The first concert I ever went to was my uncle brought me and my cousins to see Busted in like 2003 or something, I think it was. But I suppose the best concert maybe was it's probably maybe like I went to see The Wall and Roger Waters. I like the Fontaines DC as well. Saw them in New York a few times. It was great. Maybe Lou Kelly or something. That's a really hard question, I suppose. Like it really depends on what way you look at it. There's so many people. Maybe Elvis Presley. I've got a really terrible attention span, but James Joyce has a book of short stories called Dubliners. Yeah, that's something that I've been jumping in and out of, kind of on my travels. At the moment, I'm listening to "Die on This Hill" by Sienna Spyro. So that's, yeah, I like that. I always wanted to be a musician. I was from, I think the time I was 5 years old, I was obsessed with playing music. But yeah, I was also doing like boxing and kickboxing and all that kind of stuff. So and I was kind of the area I grew up in. Being a musician wasn't very cool, like, you know. So yeah, I always wanted to be a musician, but I suppose when I was like 15 or 16, I stopped caring so much and just decided to do it, you know.